Hello, Zero Hertz, and let's talk about Star Wars. So, the new Star Wars movie has had its title announced, or released, or leaked, or. There's a title now, and it is The Force Awakens. Um. Okay. I don't really like that it's called The Force Awakens. I think that they could have steered away from something a little bit less Star Wars buzzwordy, a little bit less, you know, involving the Force in the title. I don't think we need something that's pretty much kind of going Star Wars, the lightsabery Greedo battle of Mos Eisley Death Star. Like, we don't need that to be the title of the movie to get. We get it, Star Wars. It's Star Wars, right? We don't need it to be like, it's the most lightsaberiest, blasteriest, Han Soloiest, Jediest, Boba Fettiest, Yodaist. I don't know how manyest things I can add into that thing of the clones. Like, I don't think that Star Wars needs that in its kind of title. Like, for example, Star Wars, A New Hope. Okay, it's not really got much involved with Star Wars in the title. It's Star Wars, and then they added A New Hope. There's not. It's not like it's like Star Wars: The Destruction of the Death Star by Luke Skywalker. It was A New Hope, just plain and simple. The Empire Strikes Back. Now it does have the Empire in that, so just to give that some, it kind of goes halfway. The Empire Strikes Back, so it's referring to something from Star Wars, but it's using a generic enough term, which the Empire is, to be something that someone who doesn't understand the series or hasn't watched it could get. And then Return of the Jedi, where it's kind of like, alright, let's just sell out. Let's just do Star Wars, Return of the Jedi. Which was originally Revenge of the Jedi. But by the way, Return of the Jedi, throw that out there. So, not dissing on the movie. It's entertaining. Even the Bears. The Bears. So either way, hats off to Star Wars. Because, well, then there's the new ones, the prequel movies. There's what? The Phantom Menace. Phantom Menace, that one's kind of like, A New Hope, Phantom Menace. Nothing in those titles really refers directly to Star Wars, the Star Wars universe, or anything. It kind of more depicts what the movie is about. A New Hope was kind of like, oh, well, the galaxy is in fear, the galaxy is in ruins, and the Empire is going to destroy it all, but Luke Skywalker and friends, and then, the new hope of the galaxy. Like, that's kind of how that really rolls together. And then the other one, The Phantom Menace, where it's about, like, a long time ago, there was a great evil that we all thought was dead. The Sith. And then that's how The Phantom Menace kind of gets its title. Then Attack of the Clones is directly referring to the end of the movie and the Camino part, where there's the clones. Attack of the Clones is referring to the clone trooper, stormtrooper thing that goes on in that movie and the whole kind of manufactured war. And then the third movie, well, that one, okay, it's almost got two different depths of how much it just kind of goes Star Wars, the Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars. So, Revenge of the Sith was literally called Revenge of the Sith, not only to, I guess, make the movie have a certain, feel to it, but it was also done as a throwback to Return of the Jedi, which was originally Revenge of the Jedi, then Return of the Jedi, and then it was just Revenge of the Sith. So it's just kind of like we don't want that for Jedi, so we'll use that for Sith, and we'll just kind of mirror it in this one and into that one, and look, now there's this one and its ending, and this one and this ending. So what's the third series going to have? It has nothing to borrow back on without doubling up. And it has nothing to go, oh, that was the unused idea. But still, it seems that both of them, at the end of their titling trilogies kind of end up going Star Wars. We have to remind you it's Star Wars again in the second part. So right off the bat, this one's going Star Wars, The Force Awakens. It's Star Wars. You're watching a Star Wars movie. Star Wars. It would be like if there was like the new Star Trek movie would be like Star Trek, the Enterprise's com badge of deflector dishes. Like, so that way the Star Trek fans can be sure they're like, yeah, this is a Star Trek movie. I'm pretty sure Captain Picard's gonna be in this one. You know, like, I don't think they needed to go that over the top with the title. That's it. So I'm gonna finish it off with I don't know what I'm gonna finish it off with. Boring conversation anyway.